So the guard, and I believe this is one of those ones that they're gonna not edit. So I'm gonna try to not swear. Really am, and I'm not doing it for you. I'm doing it for me. I'm gonna try and not be me for the sake of me. The guard itself, I want to go over two variations on a theme when it comes to the guard because there has to be two variations on a theme. We need to separate church and skate. It has to be separated eventually. You have valetudo guard and you have the sport guard. The sport guard offers you much more inventiveness and opportunity than the valetudo one. The valetudo one, we have to start talking about this like adults. The entire reason that we were doing this to begin with was managing distance to manage damage because we didn't want to outstrike a striker. I feel like that one got lost and no one talks about it anymore. If I have young William standing in front of me and he makes a fist and he touches my chin, I've done this on video quite a few times. Oh my God, I'm so tiny. 50-50 shots. I don't want 50-50. I'm here to cheat because I can't be the best striker. Not all of us get to be everything we want to be. We have to come to terms with who we are. Right now, if I am too far away for him to hit me, or I am too close for him to hit me, that's better for me. Okay, that's what we do in the guard too, okay? So if you've ever heard the term unguard, you would see somebody holding up a sword and going, unguard, because I am guarding myself against his sword. So imagine, unguard, I have my hip bones lined up with my partner. If I am standing like this, it's hard for me to guard myself. But if I am facing my partner, I can guard myself. Now, if you drop down on your knees for me, please, and I maintain the same level, I'm still guarding myself. Not guarding myself. I think this metaphor is pretty clear at this point. But if I was sitting on my butt and my partner was in what we refer to as a guard, a closed guard, because my legs are wrapped around him. Now, there are a million guards. I don't want to name them, and I'm not going to shame them. Anything with a cool name, I don't want to do anymore for the rest of my life. My legs are wrapped around him specifically so that he can't get away, and I can break his posture while controlling the middle. So if we start to think about that, instead of thinking about the sport of, I can't let him pass my guard because he gets points. Why was he awarded points for passing the guard? Because you're the one in danger. You're not supposed to be not guarding yourself. This is bad for me. This is better for me. That's why, okay? Not, the teaching is harder for me when I don't swear. I feel like if I just let loose, I could teach easier and faster. You're just gonna have to deal with this. YouTube, this is YouTube. Ugh. All right, so it's better than Instagram. Ew, oh God. Okay, how many other platforms can I make fun of? Read a book. Okay, so we're going back into the idea of the guard as a clinch, okay? So if you stand back up for me, please. Ooh, technical stand-up. Right here, I need to be too close or I need to be too far. When I am too close, double unders, over unders. Side clinch, rear clinch. Cool, don't overthink it. There's not all kinds of weird things that you could do with this. When I'm in the closed guard, let's say, I'd like you to lay down, head towards the camera. I covered the distance to manage the damage while I was standing. I was avoiding strikes. When I get to the clinch from standing, I don't want to come in too low, I don't want to come in too high. It can be used against me. I want chest to chest, chest to chest, upper body Greco clinch. When I get upper body Greco clinch, I feel like that should be patent pending and I'm gonna get sued by a Greco guy. The idea of being on the chest is allowing me to control the hips for takedowns. When I get to the takedown, where do I want to be? I want to be on the mount. Now, if we rolled over dramatically, it ends up being inverted mount. Inverted mount is known as the closed guard. So let's say right now, the very first drill that you should get good at for getting guard is not sitting down, slapping hands, and scooting towards each other. It should be from here. I did a great takedown, but maybe my takedown wasn't that great. We end up here. I end up here in the guard. Now, when we roll off, this distance is unacceptable. Make a fist, touch my face. This is bad for me twice over, okay? I can create distance to create damage and safety, but the first port of call was for me to pull him in as we were rolling over. So let's start from here. So lay right here, please. Head this way, feet this way. Oh, you're getting better at this. I'm proud of you. Yes. Right now, trap a hand. Thank God. Okay, just a little hooper for the camera. I wanted that. Okay, that's what I want. Right out the gate, when we roll off, we should start to build the reflex of covering the distance to manage the damage. So when I start here, the idea for me in the closed guard itself is distance management. How I hold is pretty specific. I'm not looking for this. Touch my face. Cool. Just try not to overthink it. I need to make it hard for him to touch my face. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna break down this one thing, just this one spot. We're flat, flat, flat. We never wanna be flat, flat, flat. I always wanna be on an angle, and we will build up to that. But I need to give you maintenance along the way, okay? So, how I hold the clinch in the guard, or the guard clinch, or closed guard. Pick a name, call it the Kurt Russell Part 2. I don't care. The idea is to minimize damage for striking. Now, here's some tips on that. I don't want this. I can, and I'll talk about it later. I want this. I want two arms in. I want control of the middle. Make sense? Yeah, okay, let's talk about that for a second. I want you to touch my ear. Good, touch my ear. Touch my face. These are all good things for me. Keeping my knuckles in my eye line. We'll break that down separately, but for now, when I pull him in, there's no version of it that looks like, oh, shit. Didn't tell him to do that either. I think he just wants to hit me. The idea is I want to be here. When I'm doing this, when I'm moving my mic, freeze here. I want one hand on the scapula, and I want one hand on the back of the neck. I don't leave my head on the ground. Headbutt. Headbutt. I want to stay sticky to my partner. I want to stay connected to my partner. If I wrap the overhook, that's great, but I can achieve the exact same goal by putting my hand on the scapula and leaving this hand completely free for later things. My elbow is going to come in. Both of my elbows are in, my head is off the mat, and just as a test, do a push-up. Well, that was a little too literal. Put your knees back underneath you, put your hands on the ground, push off the ground. Yeah, cool. Come back. That's on the internet forever. Freeze here. I want you to push off of the ground, please. Good. I'm staying sticky to my partner. Push off of the ground, please. If I let him go, that's going to be bad for me. Okay? So, two hands in the middle. Freeze here. Hand on the back of the neck, hand on the scapula itself. Your head is on one side. Your head isn't underneath and in the middle. It's right here off and to the side like we're doing a clinch standing. From here, hand on the back of the neck, hand on the scapula, head off of the ground. My partner can push off of the ground and I stay sticky to him. Good work. Come back. Now, tiny details about this. If I was here and he decided to take his hand and put me in a headlock, you got this. There it is. Good work, pal. Let's turn on an angle, please. Other way. Let's talk about this side first. Freeze. When I'm here, if my knees are back, freeze here. Without lifting your elbow, slide your elbow backwards and put a hand on my bicep. You win. Come back. Without lifting your elbow, slide your hand backwards. You have to, don't you? Okay. So if my knees are away, right now, he can easily slide his hand back and put his hand over the top and put me in a headlock, and that's just more work for me. It's not the end, and it's not like the worst thing in the world. You can use it against them. But for now, I want to control the middle because I get more options. When I'm here, I will always pull my knees to me. My knee should be past my hip bone. Slow motion pull. His elbow has to slide upwards, creating a huge space for me to take advantage of. So when that elbow slides upwards, freeze, my hand goes out, under, through. I'm pummeling, just like standing. We learn how to pummel properly. My partner goes to put me in a headlock. I don't want you to put me in a headlock. Now, this is the fun part. If he was fast, if he was strong, if he did it, at least I know the answer. Pummel. I don't have to let him. I just keep my elbow. Yeah, I didn't have to let him, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't know that. You should definitely know that. You should definitely know that. Come back down, please. Face the camera. Pause here. I'll move this. When I'm here, I can make it very hard for him to pummel, but on this side, if he puts his, yes, He starts to peel that off. Now he headbutts me. That's bad for me. Let's go back a step. When I'm here, I'll talk about biting in just a second because that's real and I want to talk about that on camera. When I'm here, when that hand starts to come in, the very first thing I'm doing is hugging the back of the neck. Personal preference, I don't use my hand. I turn my thumb downwards. I use the blade. Now from here, I'm going to pummel on the exact same side, but I don't like this. Click your teeth. I don't like that at all. I don't want him to be able to bite me. I don't want him looking at me. If you've ever seen Blue Velvet, I usually quote that one, but that ends up with me swearing a lot. Dennis Hopper's amazing in that film. Let's go back one time. Hand comes in, I'll let Dennis Hopper swear for me. Freeze. The second that happens, I want you to hug the head, I want you to pummel the hand, and I want you to say, don't look at me. And come right back to here. Maybe he pummels on this side. Freeze this side. And we're doing the same swimming action we did before. Now, what if you come in like that? Yes. Come on. Yes. Boom. Let's talk about that whole biting thing. And this is the one part you're going to hate. I was really like, we were sitting before this, and I said, yeah, we're going to go over striking from the guard, but I'm not going to get there. I'm not going to hit you this time. He's like, yeah, well, you're going to hurt me somehow. So hop on your knees. Facing the camera for a second. This is elaborate. Pause here. Don't move your chin. I can't make him move. Don't move your chin. You can easily make somebody move. Hickson refers to it as choking the ear. I get very happy about hearing that every time he says it. Right now, it's the mastoid process. It's just the dim mock touch of death. So I'm literally doing a nerve touch. This is Aikido. I like how the internet is like yelling at me like, he's just doing Aikido, he's just doing Wing Chun. I'm doing martial arts. They're all one thing, apparently, if you pay attention. Right now, there's a spot right underneath the earlobe where the jaw line starts, where all those nerves are sitting. Your job is to push there. That's it. And if they're dead inside, put a thumb in their eye. I don't care. You're an adult. So I keep one fingernail pretty long for a reason. If you need to move somebody, as long as I'm being violent, close your eyes. Close your eyes. Freeze here. Fingertips, not fingerprints. You feel a difference? Okay. So don't grind with the tip of your finger. Put the pad of your finger, put the tip of your finger in their eye. That's going to cause a reaction as well. So anytime somebody is looking at you and clicking their teeth, make them look the other way because they're trying to bite you. That's real and it can happen. To here? Let's talk about biting. Right now, if I move the mic up and you are facing, let's look at me and click teeth. Make it audible because I got the mic. Oh. Now bite me. I know. It's weird. It's different. Now freeze. Turn with me. So a little bit more, please, for the camera. Freeze here. Turn your chin to me. Freeze. Nothing stopping you from rotating your chin. My job is to make you look in the opposite direction. When you look in the opposite direction, I need to put something in the way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll my shoulder and tuck my head tight to it. Now turn your chin. I know. Now turn your chin. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's bad for me. So there's two places that you should be to make it acceptable because you have somebody biting you, okay? So one, you have to have their face pointed away, and I'm already turning on an angle at this point, but if he's very insistent about this, he tucks his chin down. Bite me. Turn your chin. It's locked in place, isn't it? Right? Now, turn your chin. Oh, okay. So I need to make sure that I'm locking his jawline in place with either my shoulder or my knee. You good? Didn't hurt you too much? No. Okay, come back, please. I'm going to hurt you some more. Okay. Long form. This is what the chef requested, long form. So now we have pummeling, and now we understand that we need to be sticky, and we got to watch out for biting. Now I'll bring you in one more time, please. Freeze here. Any point in time that I'm here, this guy can literally, he's half of my age, he can pick me up and body slam me. And yes, he definitely could do that. I shouldn't, I deserve it. So everyone can do that, okay? If they're strong enough or if they want to, they can definitely push off of the ground, they can definitely sit up. So there's never a point in time that I'm supposed to be flat on flat on flat. It should be flat, little triangle, thing on top, okay? That's what's gonna create all of my sweeps, all of my submissions, blah, blah, blah. The idea is here. When I'm here, I don't want to be flat, 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 because what if he was 300 kilos, okay? It's 150 now. I should be off on an angle at all times. I'll talk about that in later parts of this, but this is the long form thing that they asked for. Right now, if he wants to pick me up, go. Yeah, my left foot equals my right shoulder. Lift me. That's important, okay? Now that's afforded me the opportunity to move into different versions of this guard, okay? My left foot equaling my right shoulder. That should be a common reaction for you when you feel like somebody is lifting you up. You should accidentally cut the angle and add weight, okay? There's no accident involved. You shouldn't be flat on flat on flat. You should already be on an angle anyways. But we're talking about maintenance right now. So come back, please. I'm here, I covered the distance, I managed the damage, I'm not letting him bite me. Go ahead and pummel. I'm not letting him pummel, but if he does, oh, I win. He can't pick me up, go to pick me up. Oh, I don't want to, I'm gonna stay here. I should be shifting the angle. Now, there are a few ways that you end up here. If we talk about them separately. One, we rolled off. The hands could already be up. He could be trying to touch my face. I'm controlling the middle as I bring him in. Now freeze here. As I bring him in, I'm gonna build a little ramp. So slow motion, I don't wanna bring him in and get headbutt. I wanna make sure that when I bring him to me, I turn one hand down. So imagine I wanna present the blade of my forearm, because if he falls on it, great, we're fighting. I wanna bring him in, and the hand is gonna grab the back of the head, and I push his head across as I roll my shoulder. That should be a hobby for you. He goes to touch my ear. Oh no, I don't like that. He sits up really tall and goes to hit me. I don't like that. So we'll build on that later. Right now, if he's already down a little bit, he goes to touch my ear. I don't like it. I feel good here. If he goes to touch my face, oblique crunch. Now we're going to talk about all of this fun stuff about taking the back, and we'll make an entire unit. Cool? This is the one I want to show, and this is the one that I'm going to end on because I feel like this is enough for YouTube. Even them, they're tired. They've got me on like 2 times speed. 2 hands on my throat. I saw a black belt get choked unconscious in a competition with this, okay? I think we all saw that, and I'm not diminishing the guy. What I want you to know, 2 things. 1, anytime 2 hands are on your throat, you should be tensing the neck, tucking the chin, and rolling the shoulders. So when he chokes, at least yeah, it hurts him. Yeah. At least I'm hiding that. Now from here, I'm going to pummel.
Why is this hurting me?
Remember those words. Everything in this version of Jiu-Jitsu. Why is this hurting me? Right now, here, you okay? I can't just jam my arms, be stiff with your arms. I can't just jam my arms through. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna bite the back, straighten the leg, and shift the hip. You feel that? Then I control the middle. Let's talk about that. It's called a hip escape, and I think it's called a Kurt Russell now. I'll get you on this side, right here. And sit up straight, pause, do nothing. When I'm here, if I shift my hip, I've created space and I've created a disconnection with my partner. What I want to do is I want to take one leg and pull the heel to me while I straighten the opposite leg. When I straighten the opposite leg, I'm going to drive downwards, and that helps me shift my hip. Now, when I've shifted my hip, when I want to push my arm through, if I'm having a struggle pushing my arm through, I'll turn my thumb down like I'm throwing a jab. That takes away all that space. So if you were to put 2 hands on my throat, and I shift my hip and I get here, versus there. That's what you're looking to do, okay? So I think that's long form enough. There's probably like 5 people sitting out there waiting to come in, and I've talked quite a bit, and I didn't swear 1 time. Wow. Not my fault. Fire him. I'm trying to be a better man because my son is running around, it's at daycare, and they turn the lights out and he goes, "What the fuck?" Ah, man, sorry. Not to you, internet, because I don't care about how you feel. This is weird that I should have to care. Is that enough talking for one day? I feel like there should be a closer to this. Right, so full circle. Cover the distance to manage the damage. When you're in the guard and you have that space between the 2 of you, that triangle of space can be filled with violence, and you could say violence with air bunny quotes because it could be arm locks, it could be chokes, it could be strikes, right? If I just cover that distance to manage the damage, I've become a nuisance and I can use everything against them. Now, when I do that, I don't make my life worse by staying flat. I always create an angle like a logo for a Gracie Jiu-Jitsu Academy. Anytime I'm there, I am more worried about striking and being body slammed than I am about a submission. You know what? Full circle. I want to talk about the very last thing. Right now, if I am laying down and I want to stand up, there's no version of me that stands up like that. Without a doubt, you are always looking to stand up in base, okay? In base, technical get up, combat base, there's a million names, Kurt Russell, Gary Oldman. You're always looking to be in a frame that can bear weight and add weight when you do something. If my partner is in my guard, please, this is the last part and I swear I'll leave you alone. Anytime I'll do it on both sides, hug. I don't have to be here. You don't have to be here. There's no version where you're supposed to be here. Your job was to not be in a fight to begin with. So anytime you are given the chance to stand up and walk away, you can. Now, if he holds on to me and tries to stop me from standing up to walk away, that's how I get to sweep him or submit him. Those words have never been told to me. They never got clearly told until 20 years in. Stand up and walk away. Everything they do to try and stop you is a submission or a sweep. Remember that. Please put it on a shirt or something. When you're here, if I want to stand up and walk away, whatever way he's looking, I'm going to help him look that way. When I push that head away, my foot touches the ground, just like that whole slam thing. I'm going to do a shrimp, come up on my elbow, put my foot on his hip bone, come forward. Something's in the way, correct? I get up on my hand. Now from here, I'm going to stand up. As I stand up, I can end the fight. Do it on the other side. No, I can make it worse. You need to know that you can stand up and get away. And the harder they try and stop you from let's do it on this side, same thing. The harder they try and stop you, the easier it is to submit them. Okay, and we'll go over that in multiple videos. Right now, whatever way his chin is going, turn your chin the other way. Click your teeth. And you're pretty strong right now, right? Push into that. Turn your chin. Push into that. It's like I'm helping you go somewhere, right? Now, when I'm doing this, put your hand on my hand. It's not my bicep trying to do anything. It's like that. Let's describe that. Stand up. Freeze here. You can do it on the ground. Anytime I'm connected to the chest and he starts to push into me, it's my bicep. But if I was to do just that, start to push, yeah, you feel the difference. My elbow goes over my wrist. Guard again. Push into that. My elbow goes over my wrist. Make sense? I bite the back, shift the hip. When I get to here, I come up on my elbow and I bring my foot in between me and him. Sit up straight, do whatever you want. Doesn't matter what you're doing, as long as I'm standing up and getting away. So.
That would hurt.
Yes, it would. You can practice that with a partner. One more time. I'll tell you what to do. Partner's gonna hug. Chin's that way from here. Push the head down and away. Keep your elbow higher than your wrist. Put your foot on the ground for connection. Slide your elbow out. Come up on your elbow. Bring your foot in. Prevent them. Come forward. Prevent them from coming forward with that foot in. Now, when I come up on my hand, my partner's gonna hold two hands like this. Hold two hands like this, up in front of your face. Yes. And you can practice doing that, okay? I feel, there you go, rounded, fully rounded. We talked about getting into the clinch from standing, all the way down into the clinch from guard. I want to disengage with striking. No, I didn't show that from standing. Oh, whatever. There's knowledge. There's bits and pieces around. You put them together like I had to.
Suitcase.
Suitcase in a building block. There's a lot of building blocks inside of a suitcase? Wait, no. There's a suitcase and then there are building blocks. And then there's instructionals coming because I filmed a lot of content this year. Keep an eye on this webpage or all the other web pages. You sell it. You sell it. Here, we're here.
That's it.
No. Come on. Literally, I'm here with you. I got your back.
It's going to be some incriminating reels coming out. Incriminating reels coming out very soon about Chris kneeing me in the face. All right, I'm done.
And see.
Hashtag save William.
Save William. We're good? God. All right. Good. We're good.
We're adequate.
We're adequate. I am adequate. I am a good person and I deserve to be loved. Right. So, the guard.